Step one to getting 1,000 followers on Instagram in the next 24 hours is making sure that your account is actually set up correctly. Because if you have any of these 3 things that I'm about to share with you set up wrong, it could be the reason why you're not getting the growth that you want. So first thing you need to do is make sure that your account is being suggested properly. So if you come over here and you look at my page, this is my actual Instagram page that I grew from 0 to over 70,000 followers. So the first thing you want to make sure is that your content is being properly suggested. So as you can see, when you put this drop down menu on my page, you could see other pages in my niche, like credit repair. This one right here is a credit page too. So to make sure that your page is being properly suggested and that you're actually going to get views and grow fast, you need to make sure that you're being suggested properly. So this is how you check it. So the way to fix that is by making sure that the keywords in your bio fit whatever your content is doing. So for example, I'm doing credit content. I made sure that I have keywords. So you see, I have credit, I have funding, and I also have entrepreneurs. So these keywords tell the Instagram algorithm who my audience is. So you want to make sure that you have these keywords. Let me show you another example of these keywords. This is another one of my theme pages. I was able to get over 3,000 followers and get millions of views. And the reason is I post Black motivational entrepreneur type of content. So as you can see, I have motivation and I have entrepreneurship in my name. And this tells the algorithm who to push my content out to. But that was just the first thing. The second thing that you need to make sure is true is you need to make sure that you're uploading remixes at least 1 time a day on Instagram. Why? They're going to help you spend less time creating content. They're going to help you get more shares on your post, and they're going to help you grow faster than you ever could have imagined. And all that's going to happen when you spend less time focused on Instagram. And all you have to do in order to find these videos to remix is simply do a search for your niche or something in your niche, then maybe put meme after it. And you're going to find a bunch of them. You want to find ones that have over 500,000 views. You want to click on it, then you want to click the bottom right-hand corner, those 3 dots. And then you're going to click remix. And now all you have to do is add it in the description. And if you want to change 1 or 2 words that's showing on the screen or add an emoji in there, so now it's an original post, you can. And you need to make sure you're doing this at least 1 time a day. In fact, this is exactly what my client Adam did right here in order to gain a few thousand over the last week. If we come here and look at his reels, what are we going to find? This reel right here did close to 1 million views. And then you have another one too that did close to 1 million views too. And as you can see, he's posting remixes quite frequently. See, this is a remix. That's a remix. This is a remix. And you'll see they get a lot of reach. In fact, he got over 3 million views in the last month just by posting remixes. And it's one of the biggest drivers that's getting him the most followers right now. And in addition to that, because I hear this concern all the time, make sure you're posting related content to your niche. So whatever videos that you're remixing, make sure it's related to whatever you're trying to grow. So for example, my client right here, he's doing hockey. So he's going to want to find videos that are just hockey related. So when you want to post your later videos, when you gain some traction, you want your audience to already be in line for what you're going to post in the future. And again, remixes are amazing because this allows you to free up your time so you can focus on making higher quality posts on Instagram and not just trying to get as many random posts as you can, which is what you're probably doing right now. And it's why you're not growing as fast as you should be. Now, change number 3 is you need to stop listening to the lies that you're being told about the Instagram Edits app. But before I explain to you what that is, I need you to smash the subscribe button if you want to learn how to grow quicker on Instagram and monetize Instagram theme pages. I literally upload videos every single week about how to grow and monetize on Instagram. In addition to that, I created a free Instagram training, so you can get all that in the description box below. So make sure to check that out. It's going to teach you things like how to grow your Instagram theme page, how to monetize it, how the algorithm works, and so much more. So make sure to check that out. So when it comes to Instagram new edits app, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that it's not going to increase your reach. And that could not be further from the truth. Because if you understand Instagram, then you're going to understand every time they release a new feature, the creators begin to use that new feature to gain extra. And I actually have proof of this. If you look at posts that were edited with Instagram edits, they're putting a watermark on them. So it's not actually a watermark, but it's just a little edits, little icon at the bottom. So that means Instagram is pushing it out because they want more people to use the app. So guess what that means? If you use edits, they have more an incentive to push your content out because they want people to use the Edits app. This is the same exact thing that TikTok did when they allowed you to edit things with CapCut. It showed that on there and the creators got more reach from it. So the same thing is happening with Instagram right now. And in addition to that, if you use the Edits app, you get additional analytics that are going to help you optimize your post. Because if you're optimizing your post the wrong way, guess what? It's one of the reasons why you're not getting the reach that you want. And if you simply start implementing these changes and the next two things that I'm going to share with you, it's going to skyrocket your growth right now because it's easier than ever to grow on Instagram right now. And Instagram is currently paying creators that they invite into a bonus program, thousands of dollars each month for simply just posting reels. And you could be one of those creators if you have more followers. So the fourth thing you need to make sure you need to do is you need to make sure you have a call to action. So for example, in my bio, I have follow us for daily motivation. So when somebody clicks off my video and they look at my bio, they already know what I'm about. So they know I'm about Black entrepreneurship and motivation. And I'm also telling them to follow me. Because if you don't have a call to action, 9 times out of 10, people aren't going to take action. You see, people are not going to call them slow, but people need their hand to be held. So you need to tell them what to do. So in a lot of my videos, I always have follow me for more motivation. So this is how I was able to skyrocket my growth and get a lot of followers. Because if you're not having a call to action, you're going to waste a lot of those views. People don't mind following you, but honestly, some people just forget. So you need to remind them to actually follow you so you can increase your follower rate on Instagram. So if somebody wasn't telling you to take action in the video, would you take action? Probably not, because you would probably forget. And your audience is no different. They need to be told what to do. And ideally, you only want to tell them one or two things for a specific reason at a time. So you can't just tell them just follow you for more content. That's too basic. You need to tell them exactly what you're going to help them with. And in fact, I want you to think about the call to action that I put in this video. I'm helping you grow on Instagram. So you're watching this video because you want to increase your follower rate on Instagram. So it's the same with others. Make sure that you're actually helping somebody with a specific pain point that they're suffering. And that's exactly why I use this call to action, because you obviously want to know how to grow on Instagram. And you need to do the same thing in your content to increase the odds that people that watch your content end up following you, end up commenting, end up sharing, or doing whatever you actually want them to do. Trust me, try this out, and I guarantee you're going to start getting more reach. In addition to that, though, when you're first starting out, you need to make sure that you're following everybody that likes your content, comments on it, anything like that, especially if you're under 5,000 followers on Instagram. Of course, you can always unfollow people later on, but this is one of the biggest signs that somebody should actually follow you back in the beginning. Because I want you to think about it. If you don't initiate first and you're in the beginning, why would they want to follow you? You're too small of an account. Sometimes you need a little social proof to get that boost. When you have a little amount of followers, the Instagram algorithm doesn't push you as hard. So sometimes you need a little followers to get that flywheel to start pushing. Because the reality is, the more followers you have on Instagram to begin with, the more you're going to keep getting, because that is going to be a golden sign to the Instagram algorithm that they should push your content more. And let's be real, nobody wants to be your first follower. They don't want to be your 200 follower or even your 500 followers. And I'm not suggesting that you buy fake followers. Don't do that. That's going to ruin your page. I'm just simply saying that you should be putting your best foot forward in order to get that thing that you want to happen, instead of just sitting around and twiddling your thumbs like you're doing right now and not getting the results that you want. But in addition to that, I highly recommend you go check out my free training. Link will be in the description box below. If you want to learn how to grow and monetize your Instagram theme pages and speed track your growth and be able to make additional income, make sure you check that link out. And it's how I was able to get my clients from 0 to over 10,000 followers. That's how I was able to get my page from 0 to 70,000 followers and many other from my theme pages. And it was also how I was able to make an additional $5,000 to $10,000 a month. So make sure to check that out. Link will be in the description box below. But I'm out though. Peace.